Yeah, good morning, students. Let's begin with the new session now. We had completed the first part of the geometry constructions. Today we'll start with the second part. We have to draw the tangents to the circle. Now, first we'll begin with practice set 4.2, question number 1. Now, in this question, understand the question first. Construct a tangent to the circle with center P and radius 3.2 at any point M on it. So that means you have to draw a circle of radius 3.2 and you have to mark any point on that circle. You have to mark any point on that circle, and from that circle you have to draw the tangent. Now for this construction, what we are going to do is we are going to apply the tangent radius property. What is the tangent radius property? The radius and the tangent, they are perpendicular to each other. Is this clear? So let's begin with our construction. So we'll take center P and you have to draw a radius of 3.2 centimeters. So what you'll do is you'll take a distance of 3.2 centimeters on your rounder. Is this clear to all? Keep the tip at P and draw the circle. Okay, so after drawing the circle, what you have to do is so after drawing the circle, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark any point M on it. So see here, I'm taking that point and I mark that point M on the circle. I'll join the center to that point. I'll join that center to that point. So what you'll get? You'll get PM. I'll just write this PM. This PM as the radius. What you'll get? You'll get PM as the radius. Now, at point M, you have to draw the tangent. So this radius and tangent, they are perpendicular according to the property. So what you will do is at point M, you have to draw the perpendicular. So what you will do is you'll extend this line. You'll extend this line. See? We'll extend that line to the other side. But there is no need to name that line also because it is understood. Now you have to draw the perpendicular at M. Now how will you draw perpendicular at M? How will you draw perpendicular at M? So on the given line segment from the particular point, when you have to draw the perpendicular, what you do is you take a small distance on your rounder. Take a small distance on your rounder. From that point on the opposite sides, we'll cut two arcs. We'll cut the two arcs. Okay. After that, what you'll do is you'll increase the distance on your rounder. You're going to increase the distance on your rounder from the two arcs which you have drawn. You'll cut arcs above. You can draw it below also. The point is known, so I'm going to do it above. So you'll get the intersection of the two arcs. So we'll name this as point N. Join N with M. Okay. Join N with M. And just extend that line down. Extend that line down. So this, whatever the line you're going to get, is the tangent. So this is line L. So you'll get line L tangent to the circle with center P passing through point M. Is this understood by all the students? Now here what happens is, now most of you will have a confusion whether to write the steps of constructions or not. Now here you can write the steps of construction so that when you cross check, okay, so that when you cross check, you avoid your mistakes. Is this clear? There is no compulsion such as to write the steps of constructions, the arcs which are going to show, the arcs which are going to show. These arcs should be proper. You'll get complete marks for this. But if you're going to write the steps of construction, It shows to the examiner that the conceptual clarity regarding the topic is clear to you. Understood? Now see, if you want to write the steps of construction, you don't have to by heart anything. You don't have to by heart anything. From the beginning, what I've done, I've taken center P. From center P, I've drawn circle of radius 3.2. So just write it in your own words that with center P, draw a circle of radius 3.2 centimeters. After that, what I've done, I've taken point M on the circle. So mark any point M on the circle. Mark any point M on the circle. From point M, draw a perpendicular. From point M, draw the perpendicular. The perpendicular drawn is the tangent to the circle. That's it. Is this clear to all? Remove the screenshot of this so that we move ahead to the next question. The next question is same. Draw a circle of radius 2.7 centimeters and draw a tangent to the circle at any point on it. Okay, so I'll just erase this now. You have to draw a circle of radius 2.7 centimeters. Draw a tangent to the circle at any point on it. So again the same thing. Now here the name of the center is not given to us. So what we'll do is we'll take say O as the center of the circle. So we'll take O as the center. What you're going to do in the next step? You're going to take distance of 2.7. You have to take distance of 2.7 on your rounder, tip at O, and what you're going to do is you're going to draw the circle. Is this clear? So I've drawn the circle. Radius of the circle is 2.7 centimeters. I'm just going to extend the line. As you know, we have to draw the perpendicular from that point. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to extend the line. Now say P is the point on the circle. So what happens is OP is your radius, 2.7 centimeters. Now from point P, you have to draw the perpendicular bisector. So what you will do is you'll take a small distance on your rounder. You have to take a small distance on your rounder. From point P, cut the two arcs. From point P, you have to cut the two arcs. Getting this? From point P, you have to cut the two arcs. Increase the distance. You can keep it same or you can increase the distance. It's better to increase the distance so that the arcs they meet distinctly. Increase the distance from the first arc above, from the second arc above. Check. From the first arc above, from the second arc above. The line. Is this clear? Say we name that as N. If you don't name this point, we'll also do. Okay. Now join the point of the intersection of the two arcs with P. Simple. So whatever line you're going to get, that line is the tangent. That line is the tangent. Say for example, line L. So now what you have got? You've got line L tangent to the circle with center O at point P. The reason behind drawing the perpendicular is because the radius and the tangent, they are perpendicular to each other. Is this clear to all the students? Any difficulty in this? Any difficulty in this construction? It was very easy. Let's move ahead. This question, it comes for 2 marks in your questions. Understand, this comes for 2 marks in your papers. So you have to be very careful while doing this, and you have to get complete marks in geometry constructions. Understand, you don't have to lose any mark in geometry construction because this topic is really easy. So remember the screenshot of this. So we'll move ahead to the next question. So now let's move ahead to question number 3. Now in question number 3 is, we're going to apply the property of angles in the alternate segment. We're going to apply the property of angles in the alternate segment. Angles in the alternate segments, they are congruent to each other. So here the question is, draw a circle of radius 3.6 centimeters. Yes, Anchal, draw a tangent to the circle. Draw a tangent to the circle. At any point on it without using the center. Yes, Anchal, beta, what is your problem? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start my solution. So first, I mark any point O, which I'm going to consider as the center. Now here the center is not required actually, because we don't have to use the center, but for drawing the circle, I mark this. I will take radius. Yes, beta.
सर मुझे ना सर आपने जो बताया ना आपने जो बताया था ना आपने तो आपने अभी किया था मीन्स आपने समझ में नहीं आया जो आपने समझा ना
थोड़ा सा जोर से बोलो ना बेटा, आपका आवाज मेरे को ठीक से सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है।
मतलब जो आपने जो समझा था ना आपने मुझे फिर से समझा ना मुझे
एक्चुअली बेटा थोड़ा जोर से बोल सकते हो क्या आप? Anchal, can you speak a bit louder?
समझ में नहीं आया जो आपने बताया ना
वो
आपने हाँ
इसके पहले वाला क्या?
हाँ
ओके, मैं क्या करता हूँ बेटा, अभी मैंने एक क्वेश्चन लिखा है, मैं पहले ये एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ, उसके बाद में वो वाला एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ। ओके, या so now what we are going to do is, you have to draw a circle of radius 3.6. so what you will do is, you will take radius of distance of 3.6 on your rounder. So take distance of 3.6 on your rounder, keep the tip at O and just draw the circle. Okay, so drawn the circle, radius is 3.6. Now what you have to do is, you have to draw the tangent to the circle at any point on it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to mark any point P on it. Okay, and from this point P, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to draw the tangent. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to divide this circle into 2 parts with help of a segment. So I'm going to draw a segment. which is the chord. See, E. AP is the chord. Okay. So what happens if you consider this to be the segment? Now circle is divided into two parts, up and down. So what we are going to do is we are going to apply the properties of angles in the alternate segment to be congruent. So what you are going to do is you mark any point above, say for example B, and you join the endpoints of the chord to that point. Okay. So you've got this angle ABP. You've got this angle ABP in one side of the circle, means one segment of the circle. So what happens is angle ABP will be congruent if you draw a tangent down to angle AP and whatever point we are going to take here. So that means it becomes the angles in the alternate segment. So that property we are going to apply to this. Is this clear? Check. Here at any point, have you used the center of the circle? No. We have used the center only to draw the radius. No, sorry, to draw the circle. Is this clear? Nothing else. So this center O is not used in any part of the construction. Check. We are using this point P, A, and B. Is this clear to all? So this construction is without using the center of the circle. Now what we are going to do is check this angle ABP is going to be congruent to AP and whatever point we are going to take here down. So we have to draw the copy of this angle ABP at point P. So what you will do is you'll take a small distance on your rounder. You'll take a small distance on your rounder at point B. What you'll do is you'll cut an arc which will cross both the arms of the angle. From point B, we'll draw an arc which will intersect both the arms of the angle. The same distance, you don't have to change the distance, the same distance, remember this, same distance at P. Okay, keep the tip at P and cut it across. Check what I've done. B, I've cut both the arms. From P, I've drawn an arc in the downward direction. Is this clear to all? Now, what you have to do is you have to take the distance between the arms now. You have to take the distance between the arms. Check this distance. You have to take the distance between the arms. Check. Distance between the arms. Is this clear? So that distance from this point, which I'll mark that point. We'll mark that point as M. Say from point M. From point M. Okay. You want to put up. Understood? So check this arm, this distance, and this distance will be equal. I'm drawing the copy of that angle. I'm drawing the copy of that angle. From P, I'll join the point of intersection. Just extend that. So this line which you're going to get, so line L is the tangent at point P to the circle. Say for example, if I mark this point as R, you'll get APB. Angle ABP equals to angle APR. Angles in the alternate segment. Is this clear to all the students? Is this clear to all the students? Here at any point when we have done the construction, we have not used this point O. We have not used this point O. Is this clear to all the students? Clear? Now, check the first part which I had explained before. The two questions which I had explained before. What I've done is, check. Take any radius, whatever radius is given in the question. Okay. So first what you do is you draw the circle. Okay, to draw the circle of that particular radius. Yes, Sartaj beta, you can ask. Check. Suppose this is center O. Now what you have to do is you have to just draw a line which would be passing through the circumference. Say any point on the circumference, say I'm taking this point as P, whatever the given point is. Okay. So this OP now, it is going to become the radius. OP is going to become the radius. Now what is the property between the radius and the tangent? Anchit. What is the property between the radius and the tangent? They are perpendicular. They are what? Perpendicular. So at point P, understand? At point P, you're going to draw the perpendicular. At point P, you're going to draw the perpendicular. So if you have to draw the perpendicular from a given point, what you do is you take a small distance on your rounder. Understand this? You take a small distance on your rounder from P. You have to cut the two arcs. Understand this? This. You have to cut the two arcs. Increase the distance. Yes, Sartaj beta, you can unmute and ask. Okay. Increase the distance arcs above. Understand? Arcs above. So you'll get the two arcs intersecting. Just join those arcs with point P. Just join those arcs with point P. Understand? So this is the tangent. It's perpendicular. So I'm erasing this radius. This is the tangent, say L at point P, and OP is the radius. So radius tangent 90 degrees perpendicular. So this is the construction where you're using this center. Check. I've made use of the center to cut the line across and draw the perpendicular. But here in this case, check. I've not used the center. I've not used the center. Yes, Sartaj beta, you can ask, unmute and ask beta. Sartaj beta, you can unmute and ask.
नहीं सर वो गलती से हो गया.
Okay, beta, no issues. The other two who have raised their hands. Now see, question number 4 is a bit interesting. Take the screenshot of this, take the screenshot of this, so that we move to the next question. Yes. Then question number 4, check your concepts regarding the radius and the diameter. It should be clear. Okay. Unless and until if your concepts are not clear, this construction would be a bit difficult for you. Question number 4, draw a circle of radius 3.3. So you have to draw a radius, draw a circle of radius. Draw a circle of radius 3.3 centimeters. Draw a chord PQ. Draw a chord PQ of length 6.6. I was just talking regarding this. Radius 3.3 centimeters and chord of length 6.6 centimeters. So what is the relation between this radius and the chord? Draw the tangents. Draw the tangents to the circle at points P and Q. Write your observation about the tangents. You have to write your observation. Check. This is an additional question asked here. You write your observations about the tangent. Now check. Radius 3.3. Double of 3.3 is 6.6. So that means the chord here in this question is the diameter. Understand this. The chord here in this question is the diameter. Now check. I'm taking any point. Okay. See O. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take distance of 3.3 centimeters. I'm going to take distance of what? 3.3 centimeters from O. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the circle. Is this clear? Now, check. I've drawn the circle. I'm going to draw the chord. Now, the chord is what? The chord is the diameter. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to extend the line. So this is point P Q. P 3.3, 3.3 means OP is 3.3 and OQ is 3.3. Total distance of PQ is 6.6. Is this understood? Now check. You have to draw the tangents to the circle at points P and Q. So again check radius and the tangent. Radius and the tangent. What is the property? Radius and tangent are perpendicular. So that means at point P and at point Q. See, at point P and at point Q, you have to draw the perpendiculars. You have to draw the perpendiculars. So what you will do is you'll just extend the line on the opposite side. You just extend the line on the opposite side. Okay, we're just going to extend the line on the opposite side. After that, your construction of drawing the perpendiculars from point P and Q begin. What you have to do is you have to take a small distance on your rounder. You have to take a small distance on your rounder. Keep at P. Check. On the opposite ends from point P on the chord. Same thing. Q. Check. Opposite ends on the chord. Is this clear? After that, what you will do? What you will do? You can increase the distance on your rounder. Check. You're going to increase the distance on your rounder from the arcs which you have drawn from point Q. Sorry, say from point P first. Whatever arcs you have drawn from point P first. The two arcs. We'll cut two more arcs above. Done. Same distance from the arc which you have drawn from point Q. Two more arcs. Is this clear to all the students? Is this clear to all the students? Those who are raising their hands can unmute and ask. Join this arcs with point P. Check. See, tangent L. Yes, those who are raising their hands can unmute and ask, Peter. And again, tangent M. Is this clear to all the students? I'll explain this again. Check, I'll explain this again. Question is draw a circle of radius 3.3 centimeters. Draw a chord PQ of length 6.6. Now here, when you check the values, 3.3, double of 3.3, 6.6. So that means this chord is going to be the diameter. Is this clear? So what you have to do is, check. With the center O, you have to draw the circle of radius 3.3 and you have to draw the diameter PQ. You have to draw the diameter PQ. After that, they have asked you draw the tangents to the circle at point P and Q. So again here, OP is going to form the radius, OQ is going to form the radius. So we're going to apply the property of tangent and radius. You're going to apply the property of tangent and radius. So the property is tangent and radius, they are what? Perpendicular. They are what? Perpendicular. So what you will do is at point P, and same thing at point Q. At point P and at point Q, you're going to draw the perpendiculars. You're going to draw the perpendiculars. Understood? So you'll get this angles 90 degrees. So once you draw the perpendiculars, this line L and line M is going to be the tangent. They are going to be the tangents to the circle. Is this clear to all the students? Yes. Let's move ahead now to the next question. Let's move ahead to the next question. You all can remove the screenshot of this. Question number 5. Check. Draw a circle of radius 3.4 centimeters. Now here, check, they have given radius 3.4 centimeters. Okay. Draw chord MN. Now instead of PQ, it is MN of length 5.7 centimeters. So length is also given to you as 5.7 centimeters. Construct tangents at point. You have to draw the tangents to the circle at points M and N. Okay. Now see, I just forgot. In the last question, one more part is remaining. Check what it is. Write your observations about the tangent. Check in question number 4. What is your observations regarding the tangents? Check. This is angle of 90. This is angle of 90. The observation is both the tangents are parallel to each other. Both the tangents are parallel to each other. Is this clear to all the students? You have to write the observations about the tangent. The observation in the last question, question number 4, is that both the tangents, they are what? Parallel to each other. Okay. So now let's begin. Check. What it is? Draw the circle of radius 3.4 centimeters. So say, mark any point O. From that O, you take distance of 3.4 on your rounder, and what you'll do is you start your construction. Okay. You'll draw a circle of radius, what it is? 3.4 centimeters. After that, draw a chord MN of length 5.7. So what you will do is, you mark any point M on it. You will mark any point M on it. What I've done, check. I marked any point M on it. I marked any point M on it. And after that, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take distance of 5.7 on my rounder. I'm going to take distance of 5.7 on my rounder. Say from point M, I'm going to cut an arc on the circumference. Check. From point M, I'm going to get an arc of 5.7. Check. I've taken 5.7 on my rounder. From point M, I've cut an arc. This is your point N. Okay. I just join this so that you get a clear idea. This MN is the chord. Okay, MN is the chord whose length is 5.7 centimeters. Now, what they have asked you to draw the tangents to the circle at points M and N. Again, at points M and N, you have to draw the tangent. So again, the same thing. What I'm going to do is, see, if I join the center O with point M, what I'm getting? I'm getting OM as the radius. I'm getting OM as the radius. So can I apply the radius and the tangent property? You can. Same thing, ON. ON is the radius. ON is the radius. Again, at N, what I'm going to apply? Radius and the tangent property. This is clear. So what I'm going to do is, from point M, I'm going to draw a perpendicular. From point N, I'm going to draw the perpendicular. Only the thing is, I'm going to extend the radius. I'm going to extend the radius. Understand? I'm going to extend the radius. Is this clear to all the students? Now, after extending the radius, what you're going to do is, you're going to draw the perpendiculars at the respective points. Now, for example, you have to draw perpendicular from point M. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take a small distance. I'm going to take a small distance on my rounder from point M, check, above, now here on the opposite ends. Okay, from point M on the opposite ends. What I'm going to do is, I'll keep the same distance. I'll keep the same distance, and from point N, check. Is this clear to all? After that, I'll extend the distance. Just increase the distance on my rounder. From the two arcs drawn from point M, I'll cut two arcs above the line. Understand? Check.
Sartaj, you're raising your hand from long time. Sartaj Sheikh, you're raising your hand from long time. If you have any doubts, you can ask question.
Ma'am, I had asked him last time, he told that it was raised by mistake.
No, teacher, wrong हो जाता वो.
Now the same thing. Same thing now from the arcs which are drawn from point N. From point N, you have drawn the two arcs. What you'll do is, from these two arcs, what you'll do is, you'll cut.
Sir,
Yes, beta.
सर बहुत अंधेरा दिख रहा है.
Huh?
अंधेरा बहुत है सर.
Ma'am, the screen is not visible, ma'am.
No, it's visible.
It's visible, beta.
सर समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. अंधेरा अंधेरा दिख रहा है.
Check. It might be your network issues, beta, from your end.
Okay.
And the arcs are visible, no, ma'am.
Yes.
Sartaj, it might be issue from your end, beta. Just check. Okay. Now see. From the two arcs which you have drawn from M, we have drawn the two arcs above the line, and same thing. These two arcs from point N, you have drawn the arcs above the line. Now what you are going to do is, you are going to join these arcs with the points M and N. This is line L, the first tangent. This is line M, the second tangent. Is this clear to all the students? You all can remove the screenshot of this so that we'll move ahead to the next question. We erase the question now. So this question will come for 3 to 4 marks. If there are two chords, two tangents, sorry, the question will come for 4 marks, and it's really very easy to score in this chapter. Understand this. Now question number 6, you have to draw a circle with center P and radius 3.4. draw a circle with center P and radius 3.4 centimeters. Now take point Q at a distance 5.5 from the center. Take point Q at a distance of 5.5 centimeters from the center. Construct tangents to the circle from point Q. To construct tangents to the circle from point Q. You see, tangents drawn from the external point, they are congruent. So that property you are going to use here. And also what you are going to do is, first what we'll do is, we'll start our construction. We take center P, okay, and radius of 3.4 centimeters. Now here we are going to apply different properties here. I'll just explain you all those properties. First what we will do is, we'll draw the circle with center P and radius 3.4. So what you will do is, you take 3.4 from point P, we'll draw the circle. Now, point Q at a distance of 5.5. So what you will do is, from P, we'll just draw any line. Understood? We'll just draw any line. Now, why I've drawn this line outside? Simple reason is, check distance means point Q is at distance of 5.5 from the center. So that means this point Q is going to lie outside the circle. So I've drawn an unknown line. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take a distance of 5.5. I'm going to take a distance of 5.5 on my rounder now. I'm going to take a distance of 5.5 on my rounder from point P. I'm going to look at an arc. Understood? So what happens is, the arc where it intersects the drawn line will give you point Q. Is this clear to all the students? So distance of point Q from the center is 5.5 centimeter distance of PQ. Is this clear to all the students? Now, what to do is, you have to draw the perpendicular of segment PQ. You have to draw perpendicular of segment PQ to get the radius. I'll explain that also. So first, you have to draw the perpendicular of PQ. So what you'll do is, you'll take more than half the distance of PQ. You'll take more than half the distance of PQ on your rounder. Check. More than half the distance of PQ on your rounder. Because the arcs should intersect each other. So from point P, you'll draw an arc above, an arc below. So arc above, arc above and arc below. From point Q, the same distance, you'll cut the two arcs which you have drawn already. Understood what I've done is, check. P, arc above, arc below, same distance from Q, above and below. I've cut the two arcs. So I've got the two arcs which will intersect each other. I just join the two arcs. Okay. At this point, I'm going to name that point as M. I'm going to name that point as M. Is this clear to all the students? After that, what I'm going to do is I'll take distance of PM. I'm going to take distance of PM on my rounder. Yes, Vinith, beta, you can ask. What is your problem, beta, Vinith? I'm going to take distance
sir.
of PM. Yes, you have raised your hands, beta. What is your problem?
No.
No problem, beta. Now, see, what I'm going to do is you just have to draw a semicircle. Just have to draw a semicircle. You don't have to draw the complete circle. Just draw a semicircle. Okay. So you'll get the 2 points on the circumference. Say point R and S. Say point R and S. You just join these points with Q. This is your first tangent from Q. Join point R. You get the second tangent. So from point Q to joining point R, first tangent, from Q to joining point as the second tangent. Is this clear to all the students? Now, see, you have drawn the perpendicular of PQ to get this circle. Okay. And what happens is, after drawing this from point M, to get R and S, you get points R and S. You get points R and S. But you just join these points R and S with Q. So you'll get the 2 tangents QS and QR. And these tangents are going to be equal in their lengths. These tangents are going to be equal in their lengths. Is this clear to all the students? You can remove the screenshot of this. You can remove the screenshot of this. And we'll move to the last question of this exercise. So by this, we'll come to the end of this chapter today. Now, question number 7. Again, same thing. Draw a circle with center. Now check, the center is not given. Draw the circle of radius 4.1 centimeters. So again, check. You all can start doing this now with me. To draw the circle of radius 4.1 and construct the tangents to the circle. To construct the tangents homework. So for today, we'll stop our session here. Bye everyone.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Students, practice all these sums at home. And any doubts, next lecture we can really clear all your doubts. And these sums are easy for scoring. You have already studied all these basic things in the lower standards, drawing perpendicular bisectors and everything. You have studied in your lower standards. Just you have to practice and you can get through it. And sir has explained you each and every step very nicely. Thank you, sir. Thank you, students.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Ma'am, I leave then.